Now the exercise I want to show you again, also for those of you who have been here before, but also people who are coming for the first time. If you understand and grasp this, because it's very, very simple, but it has the power to reveal the different layers of the functioning of consciousness and the recognition of the awareness by itself. So I highly recommend it for those of you who want to just be clear, but not just mentally clear, but felt clear. We are not creating new states. You are recognizing what is here, which has not been recognized. And because we don't recognize it, we keep being confused that you are something else, and you're functioning from another place. And that's why things are not stable, because our being is naturally stable, naturally radiant, generating compassion in the field of duality, feeling naturally happy, naturally peaceful. It's not chopped up in parts. It is one totality, just like this fan. It is a fan even now. When I open it, it's a fan still. When I'm halfway, it's still the fan. It's one thing. It is like the totality is one thing. And the first extension is the extension into the sense of being. When you have the feeling, I am, means I exist. Your parents did not teach you that. Nobody taught you that. It arose spontaneously within you, the intuition, I am, I exist. That is the first extension, you can say like that. Extend further, and this I am became conditioned to believe I am the body. A limitation. Then comes the whole world. I am the body, this is the world, this is experiencing. What is spirituality? The search again for original unity. Why? Because the belief I am the body is not unified. It's a limitation. It is meant to be a limitation because if it was a truth, you would not go beyond the I am the body idea. Life hurts more for those who are identified with being the body because it is highly impregnated with dualistic conditioning. I am just saying these things. The exercise I'm going to show you now, which all can do, it will not harm you, it will not turn you into some freak or something. It's not going to make you spaced out. It is just a very clear recognition that anybody can actually do it. Children can do. It has no religious connotation to it. First part of it I have to explain is that mostly we think our life is the functioning of the waking state. In deep sleep, you don't talk about your life. In deep sleep, no, that's dream. In deep sleep, the consciousness is not active in dualistic functioning. I think we all know that. We don't have to talk so much about that. Our life, as we know it, our friendships, our family, the sense of future, your career, who you think you are, who you would like to be, the notions of heaven and hell, gods and demons, life and death, you and me, this and that, all of that you may call the waking state consciousness and its activities. It's simple enough like that, we say. All of this, including as soon as the consciousness is awake, the waking state is there, functioning of perception is taking place. So the world seems to be moving and there's awareness of it. Just you're sitting here. You can hear the sound of the birds. You can feel the sunlight. You can feel the warmth of the day increasingly. You're aware of my voice, of the people around you, the sound of rickshaws going by, all of these things, without moving at all. Simply, it is there. You can turn your attention to anything. If I say, let's just listen to the birds now, the attention can just go and be focused on listening to the birds. You're not doing anything sweaty at all. If not, it stays into a kind of panoramic openness, and all sounds can drift through. Not just sounds, but all the evidence of the senses are functioning naturally, and awareness of that, perception of that is taking place naturally. This is the marvelousness of consciousness. Let's take it that if all your perception, including the sound of the bird that's happening now, your memory of yesterday's bird singing, your parents, your family, where you would like to go when you leave this place, what countries you want to visit, your hopes and aspirations, the sound of traffic. Even if this place was so quiet that you could hear your heart beating, you can feel the blood flowing, you can hear the breath moving, everything that is perceivable. I am going to call it the buzz of existence. You follow? I'm going to show you the exercise. Exercise is like this. You take a breath inside, take a deep breath. I don't want you to do it completely, but listen first as I'm doing it. Take a deep breath and imagine that there's a balloon, like your lung is a balloon. And you take a deep breath, and then you don't tie the end of the balloon, you simply release it. You're not breathing out, so don't put any intention on, you're not breathing out. You breathe in, and you release the opening of your balloon, and it just comes out. It's just coming out naturally by itself. So the action is not that you are breathing out. When the breath is coming out, let it come through only the nose for a minute. This exercise, many people who have done some pranayama, they probably know it. I did not come from that background. So when it was shown to me, because it was helpful for a condition I had physically, immediately on being shown, I saw the effectiveness of the same exercise as a metaphor, a physical and practical one, for the functioning of the universe, for the ground of being, which is unmoving, and for the witnessing of both of them in one exercise. So I am not presenting this to you as a pranic or pranayama exercise, but simply as a kind of window in which you are able to see the functioning around your inmost being and what it is that is inmost but cannot be seen. Are you up for it? The breath, as it's coming out the nostrils only, will make a buzzing sound. You're going to do that. You can do it without the buzz, but for the exercise, the breath is in, out and through the nostril, and so it's a bit like Om, like when you do Om, but it's through the nostril. Okay. This sound and the activity is representative of the total functioning of the cosmos, including your body, all the bodies together, what is heard in the ears, what is felt in the body, the touch, taste, sound, mind, the movement of mind, the functioning of everything that you call life is held inside this. At the same time, you are to be aware of the emptiness in which this humming is taking place. The emptiness, you will notice, is untouched by the buzz. It is there at the same time. But where the buzz has a beginning point, the emptiness does not have a beginning point. It is there during the buzz. There's the emptiness which is untouched. When the buzz is finished, the breath is exhaled, it stops. The emptiness does not stop, and it does not start. You're going to notice that. This emptiness is the ground of your being. Your being is this all the time. It is all the time, this ground of being. It is from here that you can perceive the buzz of existence, which includes your body and everything moving and your sense of presence and everything. So simultaneously with there's the awareness, which is not the buzz, and it simply is. It is not the breath. It does not have a beginning or an end. That is like the field of being. Constantly, your waking state is evidenced from here. It is watched from here. But this place is not watching with eyeballs like that. Just perceiving of the functioning of life. Then, third thing to notice, which is not a thing at all, is that witnessing of the buzzing and the emptiness is also perceived, which means that this perceiving place is beyond both of them. Simultaneously, this is perceived by you. Once you've done this, and you may choose to repeat it by yourself anytime, you will clearly be able to register what is your true place. You will see that the buzz is just happening, the happenings of life, what you call life. The non-buzz, which is the empty field, is your natural state of being, which is not phenomenal. It's not coming about, moving about. It's very important to know this, not intellectually, but just to know this in your being. Some things you know without study. Simply they're revealed to you. It becomes clear for you. And finally, the fact that both these are also perceived to you. We're going to do this exercise for 3 breaths, and we'll leave it like that for now. The rest you can continue by yourself. Before you start, the finger will go here above the eyebrows, and then these ones will just cover in here, the eyes. And this, if you watch now, pay attention, the 2 thumbs, they will go and they'll close the gates, what I call closing the gate, no? To the outer sound, so that when you release the breath, the sound stays in your head for a minute. It's just to keep out any other kind of distractions and to help you to focus. That's all. And you'll do that and pay attention to something in you which is doing nothing at all. And that is the presence itself. Somehow there's a sort of presence. It's very subtle. So let's go. Eyes here, hands here. Take a deep breath and release. Close the gates. Empty. Breath again in. You're not doing anything. Release. Final breath out, in, release. Very good, very good. Were you able to follow my point or not? Yes. So just like this, you can carry this exercise by yourself. It is just, let's not call it meditation, let's not call it anything. Okay? This is just your own silent seeing. Again, as I tell you, the buzz is just the waking state and its activities, like that. The witnessing of the buzz is also taking place without any effort. That is coming from the ground of the being itself. The sense of presence is there, but even the sense of presence is also witnessed. Now, there's no need to try and imagine what is witnessing that. It's enough just to know and to confirm that is witnessed. And that witnessing place is your absolute space. Not the way that your mind might imagine, so no imagination. This knowledge you intuitively have inside you for now. And that will grow and become much more clear for you. Along with the rest of satsang, what I am sharing with words and with energy with you as we speak, this also is explained and fulfilled in the exercise also. But just because our attention goes to certain kinds of concepts, we will continue to talk and address these concepts or conceptual blockages or energy blockages through satsang. But what I want to tell you and remind you again is that your being, your reality, is always pure. All that you think and experience, all suffering and trouble and duality, is what we call dream. Why dream? Because it is not stable, it is fluctuating, and it's always determined by different moods and different factors are contributing to how you feel in each moment. By the time you try to analyze that movement, it's already gone. So the best is when you come to the state of that inner emptiness, like this, whereby your actions become spontaneous. When you don't think about that, but simply observe that, you will see and feel very happy that there's a harmony unfolding in life that is not sourced from your mind. It is simply the harmony of existence. Gradually, you're coming to see that your actions they are the actions of the universe, not of the person. They always are, actually. Because the person cannot escape from the universal functioning. It is also part of that play. But the jnani, the sage in you, also, is that which is beyond the field of duality, beyond the manipulations, beyond the suffering or the projections that arise as the play of duality. What I'm pointing to you now, at some stage in your life, if you don't get it, you will still come back to what I'm pointing. Maybe from another mouth, from another place, it's okay, it's fine. Consciousness loses nothing whether you wake up or not. But in the play of existence, the urge of consciousness in its expression as humanity, the impulse in us is for freedom. That is the highest impulse in the human instrument. But because of the mind, we get distracted and tries to find that ultimate joy, the ultimate life, through objects and fleeting or momentary phenomena. Some of you are ready for that fulfillment or completion of the intuitive understanding. Others will benefit enormously from this being in satsang. Some may be not sufficiently attracted to that at the moment. That is also okay. They can come and go. Nothing is expected, but everything is possible.